Hi, this is Emmanuel, and tonight we'll be discussing the text exploring the critical biliteracy instruction written by Medlock Paul and Nermin Vehabovic. So first, biliteracy could be defined as the combination of multiple languages and the use of multiple discourses, as well as the spoken, written, cultural, and behavioral practices associated with such languages. Then critical literacies could be understood as the learning teaching process related to English mainly, as a language that has power and some prestige related to it. So the problem that these authors have recognized is that multilingual students tend to perform worse in standardized tests and assignments. This is basically because multilingual speakers gather from different languages things so they can create meaning, but because of the way that they in the US instruction program is structured, they can't use their full arsenal, so they are left with half of it. So they are put with some boundaries, so they tend to perform worse. So in order to improve this and how to involve the heritage, culture, and languages that the students have, these authors have provided a solution and some strategies that teachers could use. So they say that students could decode texts using their background knowledge with the other languages, and analyzing the texts through setting goals that they can achieve. Like, I want to achieve this with this text, so they analyze it and they see if they have achieved it by reading it, and also that they can create meaning through the discussion with other people. So they say that the students could make reports in groups that could be written in several languages about topics that are important to the students, using their background and the fact that they have other cultures. So maybe topics about immigration, racism, and all those sorts of things. So they could write different texts in different languages. So I have a question about that. Is like, how do you grade that? Because maybe you have a Mexican student, a French student, a German student, and the teacher, let's say they speak Spanish, German, and French. But what if you have also a student from China and you don't know Chinese, and they write in Chinese? So how are you gonna grade that? Like, the teacher should be a polyglot, and that's a challenge. Or would you translate it with Google Translate? I don't know. That's just a question that I have. And also a thing is, could this be implemented in Colombia, like with the indigenous languages? Should this be implemented in Colombia, and how could it be implemented? Like, those are things that revolve around my head when reading that. Like, it's a really good solution, but I know it's hard to pull off. So I guess that's all.